The University of Central Oklahoma, we have 6, we call them central tenets: discipline knowledge, leadership, research, scholarly and creative activities, service learning and civic engagement, global and cultural competencies, health and wellness. So service learning, why would a university student be interested in that? What is it? Why would a university want to set up the conditions, the programs, the opportunities for students to engage in service learning? Well, here at the University of Central Oklahoma, service learning is one of the many ways that we provide opportunities for students to have transformative learning experiences. And those are those very, very key skills that you should develop when you're in college that go beyond what you learn in your classrooms. Students who engage in service learning get a very, very expanded understanding of themselves in relationship to their communities, as well as learning the content of the material in the course in which the service learning project occurs.
There's several ways in which we're kind of bridging that gap between experience and education, and one of these ways is that there's several students for this harvest season. So far we have 4 students that are doing either service learning projects or practicums or capstone projects based around the community garden.
My service learning project is working with the UCO and Edmond YMCA Community Garden. It's a new partnership for UCO and YMCA. Each garden plot is about 40 square feet. 20 square feet of each plot is going back to Central Pantry. So we're bringing in fresh produce that UCO students and members are able to take home. My project that I'm working on is a community garden process guide.
One student who's putting together an orientation packet for gardeners, just to kind of give them the lay of the land, literally and figuratively, to kind of say this is how you go about starting your plots. These are where you buy seeds. Here's some quick gardening tips if you don't really know that much about it. Just that kind of thing. And then there's another one who is doing some PR for us for it, to basically let the community know that it's happening. And then we also have a couple students who are doing it as part of their service learning requirement for a class. So there's a lot of transformative style learning going on where it's going to be all outside the classroom. They're going to go to the garden and actually tend to it.
The community garden is a collaboration with the Edmond YMCA to grow healthy fruits and vegetables for those in need in the Edmond area. What I love about this project is that all the good vegetables that we get, all the good fruit that we get is donated to the Central Pantry at UCO. Just a great feeling to be able to give back and do something positive, not only for the environment, but for people that I live next to, drive with, go to school with, those kinds of things. And you've got some awesome vegetables to give back. So it's an amazing deal to see something that you just planted, a couple of months ago turn into this massive beauty there that somebody's going to make a good stew with, it's pretty cool. I've got my nutrition majors that are really exploring what foods are going to be best consumed by students and how to make nutritious meals out of those things.
So basically there's 14 plots and they're 10 by 4 each, and half of each plot will go towards growing vegetables for the Central Pantry. That is a pantry for students, faculty, and staff members here. So they can get some fresh vegetables, which will be a great thing because right now we're just doing canned. And then the other half goes to whatever group or individual is tending the garden, or adopting the garden as we call it. So it'll be pretty cool to see it grow throughout the harvest season.
Central Pantry is an organization on campus that is with the Volunteer and Service Learning Center. We developed it in 2012 for students on campus who are in need and don't have the highest income. It's to help their not only themselves but their families. And this is my big project. Like, I'm developing brochures and handouts to help get people aware of the fact that we're actually doing a donation drive on campus. And then I'm also going to be going to businesses to ask them for their support as well. We work all semester long on this. We have different checkpoints. There's about 8 different checkpoints, and they include a log of hours. We do evaluations from the people that we work with. We have a research checkpoint that we turn in, and then at the end we put it all together, and we also do an evaluation of our own work, and we just talk about what we learned and how it goes with health communication, and how we would like to help in the future.
There's many levels, I think, of connection that students can make from this, and whether it's learning gardening skills, simply put, or they're kind of learning about poverty in Edmond and OKC, or they're developing better skill for doing public relations activities. It's pretty multifaceted in that.
The University of Central Oklahoma has really carved a niche for itself in the world of higher education because of our focus on transformative learning. There has been certainly a massive endorsement of what we're doing here with transformative learning, which has come from the federal government, specifically the Department of Education, because we recently received a $7.8 million federal grant, which will run over the course of 5 years, and the purpose for us to receive that money is to use it to support our transformative learning initiatives here at UCO. We are committed not just to our students, because certainly we're committed to them, but also to the community that exists at our campus, but the extended community. And that means not just Edmond, Oklahoma, but certainly the entire Oklahoma City metro. Many of our students, as a matter of fact, 70% of our graduates stay in the Oklahoma metro area to get their jobs. 90% stay in the state of Oklahoma. So we know that we serve this community, and we think that transformative learning is a true value add, something that graduates of ours get that could not be gotten at other places, and we are very, very happy to have the opportunity to provide that.